Deadbeat dad signs early on, you're scanning him for them, and I get why. The stakes are a child. But here's what no checklist will tell you. The deadbeat isn't a type of man, he's a direction. And I'll prove it with a man you've all met, and a $100,000 dollhouse. Picture him, because you know him personally, from your family, your town, your comment section. He walked out on his first family, dodged support payments like a professional athlete. His first kids grew up on their mother's salary and a birthday card every other year. And now, second marriage, and the same man is coaching Little League, building tree houses, posting first day of school photos with captions that make his first family physically ill. The internet calls him a hypocrite. His first wife calls him worse. But if you want to protect your own future child, you need the colder, more useful truth. The deadbeat is directional. Fatherhood, in a man's wiring, isn't a general setting. It runs through a specific channel, and that channel is the mother. Which means every deadbeat dad sign early on that's based on his history is reading the wrong file. His first family tells you about his first pairing. Your child will live in yours. Here's the mechanism, and once you see it, the hypocrite suddenly makes terrible, perfect sense. A man doesn't fund children in the abstract. His system funds his legacy, and children register as legacy through one gate. Is their mother registered as his woman? When his claiming fired on her, her children are his lineage, and providing for them is as automatic as breathing. When it never fired, or when the pairing collapsed into contempt, the same children register as a bill. Attached to a woman his system has filed away. That's the decoded truth behind signs a man won't support his child financially. And behind the ugliest version, alimony rage. Watch him talk about support payments from his past. The fury usually isn't about the children. He's not refusing to fund his kids. He's refusing to fund a woman his system declaimed. The kids are collateral damage of a dead pairing. Cruel? Deeply. But now you know what to actually check. And it was never his checkbook history. Now look at the opposite end of the same story, because we haven't visited the celebrities in a while, and this one is a masterclass. George Clooney. For decades, Hollywood's most famous, never getting married, never having kids man. Then he meets Amal, and the reading on this pair explains everything. His provider instinct isn't a performance. It's unlocked biologically, because she registers in his system as his woman. The report language is literally a cellular obligation to ensure her stability. And the children of that pairing? Everything that claiming pours out, they're soaked in it. Reportedly, right down to playhouses costing upwards of $100,000. Is it necessary? Of course not. That's the point. When the mother is claimed, providing for her children isn't a duty a man performs. It's a joy he can't help. Mr. Never Having Kids became the most extravagant father on the planet because of the pairing, not a personality transplant. And here's the thing. It's the same man as our Little League hypocrite. The exact same switch. It just flipped toward her. So, how to know if he will be a good provider for a family? The behavior clues are real but weak. Financially irresponsible father signs like impulse debt and career drift, or signs he's not ready for family financial responsibility, those measure his maturity. Useful, but not decisive, because maturity funds a family the way a salary funds it, only if the channel is open. The reading checks the channel itself before the child exists. Does his claiming fire on you? Is his provider status in your pairing instinct, performance, or off? And the friction level, because even an open channel compresses under constant war. It is just 10 minutes before the two pink lines, while every option is still yours. His first family is not your data. His treehouse phase is not your guarantee. Your pairing is the only file your child will ever live in. The math, as always, and this time it's 18 years long. Guessing wrong, a childhood funded by you alone, plus a decade of chasing support from a man whose system filed you away. The reading, less than a single blowout before conception, when it's information instead of a custody battle. The deadbeat isn't born when the papers are served. He's written in the pairing and readable before the pregnancy test. If you could see tonight whether your child would land in the dollhouse file or the birthday card file, would you keep scanning his past? Links in the description. And tell me in the comments, do you know the Little League hypocrite personally? First family, second family? Tell me the difference. I read everything. Don't leave your soft life to chance. Subscribe and start vetting by code.